Hi ka-schoolers! Hello ka-researchers! Welcome back to our channel, Anna PH. In this video, we will continue discussing the topic research ethics. Also, I will be sharing to you an actual sample of the part ethical consideration in research. Yes, ka-schoolers, ka-researchers, we will have the part 2 of the topic, ethical considerations in research. By the way, I advise you na panoorin muna yung part 1 ng video natin. Yes, naka-upload na yan sa ating channel na Anna PH. Sa part 1 kasi ay naibahagi natin yung concept ng ethics as applied to conducting a research study. Also, we talked about the principles of research ethics in part 1, which is of course very vital for you to know and be familiar with. Again, kung hindi mo pa napapanood ang part 1, punta ka muna at panoorin ito sa ating channel na Anna PH. Now, to continue, there are 3 important objectives in research ethics. This is in reference to J.N. Palascar in 2018. So, 1 is to protect human participants. Second is to examine specific research activities and projects for their ethical soundness, looking at issues such as the management of risk, protection of confidentiality, and the process of informed consent. And the third objective is to ensure that research is conducted in such a way that serves interests of individuals, groups, and our society as a whole. Ka-schoolers, ka-researchers, let us keep those 3 important points or objectives in mind when conducting our study. Now, in addition to the main objectives that we mentioned, isa-isahin naman natin ngayon ang pinakamahalagang principles related to ethical considerations by Bryman and Bell 2007. 1. Research participants should not be subjected to harm in any way whatsoever. 2. Respect for the dignity of research participants should be prioritized. 3. Full consent should be obtained from the participants before the study. So, ka-researchers, let us remember that we give value to our participants' protection and welfare. First and foremost, their consent and approval to participate in our study should be obtained. So, number 4, the protection of the privacy of research participants has to be ensured. Number 5, adequate level of confidentiality of the research data should be ensured. Of course, we know that our participants play a big part in the conduct of our study. So, their safety as well as their dignity is a priority. And because we observe and we apply the Data Privacy Act in our country, so we ensure the privacy and confidentiality of our participants and the data that they provide. So, in connection with this, number 6, the anonymity of individuals and organizations participating in the research has to be ensured. Number 7, any deception or exaggeration about the aims and objectives of the research must be avoided. Number 8, affiliations in any forms, sources of funding, as well as any possible conflicts of interest have to be declared. And number 9, any type of communication in relation to the research should be done with honesty and transparency. And then, of course, lastly, number 10, any type of misleading information as well as the representation of primary data findings in a biased way must be avoided. So, ayan, ngayon naman, punta na tayo sa actual sample ng part na ito ng ating research paper, ang ethical considerations. So, kapag ginagawa ko itong part na ito ng research paper, yung ethical considerations, ang favorite kong reference ay yung kay Bryman and Bell 2007. Yun nga pinakita natin kanina. So, kung isusulat ko yung part na ito, ganito ko siya gagawin. Ethical considerations. The researcher will apply the principles of ethical considerations developed by Bryman and Bell 2007. In regard to the involvement to this study, the participants will not be subjected to harm in any ways. Prior to the study, full consent will be obtained from the participants, the students and teachers of Anna PH Elementary School. In addition, the protection of the privacy of research participants will be ensured. Voluntary participation in the research will be treated very important. Moreover, they have rights to withdraw from the study at any stage they wish to do so. In handling the data, adequate level of confidentiality will be ensured. Any form of misleading information as well as representation of primary data findings in a biased way will be avoided. On the other hand, maintaining the highest level of objectivity in discussions and analysis throughout the research will be considered. Furthermore, affiliations in any forms, sources of funding, as well as possible conflicts of interest will be declared. Lastly, any type of communication to this action research will be done with honesty and transparency. So ayan, ka-schoolers, ka-researchers, ganyan lang yung paggawa ng part na ito ng ating research paper. If you have questions, comment nyo lang sa ibaba. Thank you for being with me, ka-schoolers, ka-researchers. Bye! See you in our next video.